Hi everyone! So this video is very special to me, and I just wanted to share with all of my YouTube fans that I am engaged. A little late for me because I've been engaged now for 3 months, but I wanted to tell the story of how it happened because I think it's really special and I'd like to share it and keep it so that I have this video for the rest of my life. So it happened January 20th of this year, 2018, and what happened was I had knew that he bought the ring or he was getting a ring. And I'm going to bring this story all the way back to that very beginning of that knowing about the ring. So we had been talking about wanting to be engaged for a while and when we would be getting the ring and when we would plan on moving, and we're trying to do this the right way. So we did a lot of planning together and discussion. And anyway, I'd felt feelings that he had actually been looking. We had conversations, but I didn't want to be pushy about it. And it needs to be a natural thing. So I wanted him to do it, even if it was driving me up a wall. We had been together for a very long time, and all throughout high school, we had a few breaks, but it ended up being turning out in the end. So anyway, so we were looking for rings. And he had, I guess, been looking by himself for about a month or two, and he kind of just realized I don't know what she wants. I don't know what she likes. So he set me aside and said, "Look, I've been looking and nothing that I see it seems to be good enough for you, and I want something that you're going to cherish for the rest of your life." And I'm over here thinking anything I get, I'm going to cherish for the rest of my life, but he said he didn't want me to secretly hate it. So for all of you men out there that might be looking for a little bit of advice for how to go about the process, it definitely was nice for me because I was able to go with him, pick out the ring. He knew at that point in time if I was going to say yes or no, because at that point he got a reaction from me. And then you go into it and you feel a little bit better about it because you know that half of the nervousness of is she going to even like it? Is she going to say yes? Is over with. So anyway, we went into Zales and we found the ring I liked, but they didn't have it in my size. So we were like, okay, we'll look online or we'll look at a few other stores. So online happened to not have the same size ring that I needed anywhere around here at all. So we ordered it online, which is a total mistake. And for everyone out there that tries to buy jewelry, especially an engagement ring, don't do it online. We ended up waiting 6 to 7 weeks and it hadn't even been shipped. For some reason, they couldn't even trace it. And I find it funny because we'll go to stores and we'll buy t-shirts and things and they can trace exactly where that is and pinpoint it, but a thousands of dollar ring is not able to be traced. I thought that was really funny. So anyway, we canceled the order because at this point we'd waited for 6 to 7 weeks and we're done. Like we just want this to happen, and I'm dying because I knew about it. So we declined the whole thing, canceled it, and then we went back in and we actually found a ring that was in my size that was very similar to the ring we'd ordered before. And I was like, okay, this is totally fine. It's Vera Wang. I was so excited. So he bought that. He went the next day with his dad and he purchased it. So then I had known he was going to buy it because, I mean, I knew about this all along. We found it, he bought it, and he was even texting me, telling me, taunting me, saying, it's so sparkly. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying. And I know I'm not going to get it right away. But he thought that night, he sent me a picture and it looked like there was a giant scratch on the ring. And I was devastated because I thought, wow, it's been 6 to 7 weeks. We finally find something that we like, and now it's got a giant scratch on it. Is this a bad sign? If you tell anyone the story, it sounds terrible. Turned out we went the next day to Zales together. I've now seen this ring, and it was just sticker residue. So I thought that was really funny because it ended up being no big deal. But I still didn't get the ring. He waited another month and a half, I think, after he purchased the ring, and it was killing me because I'm thinking, oh no, am I doing something wrong? But he wanted to be able to talk to my father and do it the right way, which I really respected. I think that's fantastic. And he ended up asking me in where we live in our town, LaPorte. And what he did is we were going to take pictures together the weekend before, but it was so cold that we didn't want to sit outside. We didn't have the energy for it. We're like, oh no, like it's too cold for this. So I was a little bummed, but then he knew that the next weekend was supposed to be kind of nice. So he told me, why don't you look pretty and we'll go and take pictures like you thought, like we were going to do it last week. We couldn't. So I didn't even think about it. I was just like, oh, okay, that was really nice of you. He does nice things for me all the time. So I was like, okay, cool. So we ended up going and he had kind of made me feel like there was something going on because he goes, yeah, I really, really think this bridge is going to be perfect because it's great for pictures and we have to be there. I'm thinking around this time and I'm thinking, why do we got to be there at a certain time? It's a little weird. So he actually plans to take me to a very nice restaurant right by this bridge. So we go to the restaurant and it's closed. And he's kind of freaking out a little bit. He's like, oh my God, well, where do you want to go? Anywhere you want to go, we can go. Like he's spazzing at this point. So we go to this other restaurant, totally closed again. So we go to a third restaurant. Luckily, they were open. So we eat there. Then we go to the bridge, and there's a photographer hidden. It was awesome. I didn't even know the guy, so I had no clue. He came out from behind a bush and was taking photos, and I just knew like it was happening. And it was funny too because it was so cold still. I mean, it was nice, but it was still chilly. I was going to put my jacket back on, and he was like, "Oh no, wait, just wait." So I waited, and then he asked me, and the bridge that he asked me was right by a pretty busy road, and there was a guy in a truck that he yelled out his window, "Don't do it!" I'm just thinking, oh gosh, this has been a long time coming. So anyway, that's my very long story about how this happened. I'm very excited. We've planned the wedding to be May 18th of 2019 here in LaPorte, and I'm really excited to share with you all of my experiences leading up to that point, the wedding planning, the bachelorette party, all of these exciting things that I get to plan now. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any requests, just comment below. Bye.